In a game such as this, he might have been better advised to try and separate them even a bit further. Paul Bell
same bloke.
was taken by Steve Carter. The referee saw it, and he had no reaction at all.
Well, I'm hoping Paul Bell wasn't foxing there either. He had a little bit of a look around to see if anything was happening and then got to his feet fairly rapidly. It's not appreciated by fellow players.
John Skandalis now. His kick will find the line. Does. 10 metres out. John Skandalis.
Well, here comes the touch judge now, and you would assume it's going to be for that last tackle by Steve Carter. Though the referee seemed to, as Ray pointed out, dealt with it.
It looks like Langmack, look at him right at the referee's ear. He's trying to talk them into it, that being a high tackle. It looked a high one to me, Pete.
This is unusual. It looked as though the referee had seen it. Play was continued on. Now they've come back 40 metres. There's the incident here. Well, it was just a clumsy attempt again, going up off the shoulder, up around the head area.
It's a crouching run by Bell on approach, and Carter gets his second report of the night. And Bell looks up at the referee as if to say, am I going to get a penalty? It doesn't come, and he bounced up pretty quickly.
Yeah, I hope we're not being too harsh on Paul Bell. May have been hurt, they're stunned in the incident, but like players who go down in the penalty area in soccer.
With the Panthers leading 6 points to 4. A bruising encounter. A spiteful match, really, in many ways. Some high shots, some brawls, a couple of tries, players in the sin bin, many of them in the blood bin. And Mark Oaten, the man in the centre, knowing that he's got a pretty tough football match to govern. And he's got a couple of fair assistants out there in Craig Coleman and Paul Langmack, I'll tell you. So they leave the paddock. Penrith leading by 2. And Kevin McGuinness scurry across the park. It hasn't been a big night for Kevin. Plenty of admirers, but tonight a couple of things have gone wrong for him. This is Langmack. Let's go down to the sidelines and see what Mario has found out during half-time.
Yes, Ray, I was in the Western Suburbs dressing room, and I can tell you Tommy Renonik is really fired up. He said they're trying to intimidate us, and he wants them to match fire with fire, so no doubt we'll have an interesting...
Georgialis now scurries away. From dummy half, he's gone right through! Over the 20-metre line, and down in the corner, under 3 Penrith tacklers. But he has set the Magpies in the right direction. A dummy from Pearson. Coleman waiting for it. A massive back line right across the park. Coleman along the line. Andrew Willis tries to beat them. Shovels it for Langmack, then for Coleman. Lofted out wide. And Western Suburbs keep it alive. This is Kevin McGuinness. Now Langmack. Langmack dives into the corner. That looks like a try. We wait for it. Well, what's going on?
And we still wait for it. Well, that's okay.
Fair dinkum committee meeting.
And it's a try.
Well, he's given the try, but I'll tell you what. Great to see him getting ready to go to bed.
The in-goal touch judge has said, I have absolutely no idea.
This is tremendous work from Western Suburbs. The thing was, it wasn't particularly bad defence from Penrith either to scramble. That was a good ball here. So too from Langmack to Coleman. Ryan Girdler going low. Bobby Thompson-Hyde. That's where the mistake was made. They didn't stop the ball from being thrown. And then Langmack taking on Robbie Beckett. And this should show it up perfectly as to how they finish in relation to the corner post. Long cut-out pass from Coleman. Excellent work here. Offload to Kevin McGuinness. Back to Langmack. Now he throws the dummy to Lang. That takes one defender out in Darren Brown. And I don't think that's a try myself.
No, the money ball. Good play from McGuinness too, to come around and make the extra man there. Langmack dummied. I don't think, no, he didn't get the football down.
I think he's made about 3 mistakes. I think the corner post went, and I think...
the elbow's out as well.
I think the elbow was out over the in-touch in-goal line, and he's lost the ball.
In-goal touch, Judge.
And having said that, they've had a sitting of Parliament to come up with the wrong decision.
You don't put any pressure on him.
Oh, well, I mean... I thought he refereed brilliantly to disallow a try earlier, but that's ridiculous. Willis from the sideline. Oh, that's a great kick, Andrew Willis. You won't kick any better than that. 10 points to 6 as we take a break that won't take as long as that try. Welcome back. 10-6. Controversy now. We'll have another look at it. There's another jostle up. Mario on the sideline. You sit down. Don't you go in there.
Yeah, the natives are restless, Ray, but I can say that I've got the benefit on the sideline here of hearing what the referee and the touch judges say, and I can honestly say that the in-goal touch judge said no try, but the linesman said try.
Well, here it is again. Here's Paul losing the ball, absolutely cold, and Mark Outen, or Alton, or whatever it is, has had the best view of it of all officials on the ground.
Now here's a penalty to Western Suburbs.
Never mind about the others. What about the view he had? Sorry, Sterlo.
No, that's okay. Look, I can't believe they got that wrong. This is the tackle on Skandalis. And Morven Edwards, like, I'm actually still amazed that we've got 26 players, and I still don't know if that's going to be the case.
And to his credit too, Skandalis has copped a couple of high shots today, only a young player. First man to line up to take the football up again. He's got a big future in the game.
Well, Mark Oaten's going to have to watch his yardage here. Scott Petherbridge just made a tackle on his opposite number. He was eyeballing him, and the ball hadn't come out of the scrum. He's going to have to keep them apart. Probably in this match more than any other match he's refereed this year.
Someone's got to go, Ray.
How long's going to go on?
I'm not saying it's going to happen here, but we've got some blokes out there carrying on like good sorts. I mentioned the term proving their toughness, but the tough blokes are the ones who don't have to go out of their way to do so.
It's a high shot by Falcon on Damien Kennedy. And then Darren Brown, he gets involved again. Darren, of course, was at Western Suburbs.
I hope that wasn't a spit from Darren Brown.
It would seem that Magpies have got long memories.
Ooh! You think Tommy would have reminded them of last season? It's Cherry Mesha. He's a gutsy player.
Now it's on again. Now, surely something's got to happen.
Well, Danny Farah reacted to something there. He went round and cleaned up Cherry Mesha. They're the two still on the ground. And Danny Farah is absolutely livid. And again, it's escalated into something else.
Well, this is starting to become an embarrassment to rugby league. Nobody minds a bit of the old fisticuffs in the early softening up period, but this has gone too far and bordering on disgraceful.
Well, we saw that was a little problem. Bubbles all considered trading cards for West.
This is the tackle. Cherry Mesha fairly high.
Cards also to Scott Butler from Libya.
Now, for some reason,
Darryl Fullier gets a set of cards.
Danny Farah is totally unimpressed and only cops 10 minutes. And is the only player to go.
And lucky to be only sent to the sin bin for 10 minutes.
Well, he has been very, very easy on players that have provoked or inspired. But surely to goodness, these players that are coming from miles away to get involved, it wouldn't have been hard to send from both sides at least one player by now. And I think he probably would have served himself well by doing that.
That's ridiculous. Steve Waddell has just
10
run.
metres.
Well, it was closer to 30, I think, to go in and miss a tackle. And there's another one where... No, they've lost the plot.
Chad Harris is on for his first time in the game from memory. And that much happening around us. I don't think Chad's been on. Kennedy is taken there by Brown. The 11 is McNamara. West have got a good chance here again. Andrew Willis rolls it into the end goal. A race for the ball. Beaten to the punt.
Well, Mario, you got sent, what, 20 times and was the victim of circumstance 19. What's your assessment of the situation?
Stello, I'd like to reflect on what you said. Look, they've lost the plot, Penrith. They're kidding, aren't they? They're only hurting themselves. Western Suburbs, they've just got to settle down and stop making mistakes. They'll win this game easy.
McNamara on the end of a dubious tackle. That is Brown. Or is it the 14? This is Darren Brown losing it now, picked up by Billy Dunn.
Great shot from Terry Mesher, again involved, not the only a little man. He can hit front on, and he comes out of dump.
With a good kick, forced Robbie Beckett into some extra good work to get in the field to play. Oh!
Petherbridge has been felled by Darren Willis.
I don't know if he connected, but...
What did he connect with? That's what I'm more interested in.
I don't think it makes any difference whether he connected or not.
No, the intent was there.
This was particularly nasty.
This Willis coming in off his wing to try and stop the play. It was a high shot.
Well, the referee ruling that Scott Petherbridge fell into the tackle, but...
Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at it. The arm has gone straight across the top of his head. The intention was for a high tackle. And Darren Willis is very lucky that the right arm missed. And basically gave Scott Petherbridge a haircut. Harris, 5 metres from the line. Carter's pass, finding a forward.
There's Cherry Mesher again.
A knock on. The Magpies applaud the tackler.
Cherry Mesher.
Come up out of the line beautifully there. His teammates rush over to congratulate him.
21 tackles for Mesher. He really does get up and put some pressure on the opponents.